A husband and father of 6 who has lived in Britain for most of his life faces deportation to the South American country Belize because of one lost document.
Darren Harrety's was a typical British upbringing: school, friends, college, work. Now 34, he lives in Lancashire with his wife and children. He wasn't born here. At 6 months old, his mother brought him from Belize. It was a fact that Darren says never mattered until it did.
Got a phone call. I picked it up and there's a woman down on the phone saying, "Mr. Harrety," I said, "Yeah, it's from such place where I was working at." And they said, your ID, your birth certificate, is not British, so you ain't able to work it anymore. We rang Home Office and now they're being informed. Oh, wow, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, and they didn't think this was going to happen to me.
This was in 2011, and there's followed a nightmare few years during which Darren's been forbidden from working to provide for his family, and the Home Office has made it clear he's liable for deportation. Darren sent sheaves of documents, certificates and photographs to the Home Office to support his case. They include things like his infant's weight card from when he was a tiny baby, a primary school report. Darren has a good attitude to work, it says here, a primary school photograph of his whole class, things like his high school yearbook, right down to a marriage certificate and a much more recent photograph of his entire family, including 6 children. But it still wasn't enough. The key thing missing is his mum's passport, stamped with indefinite leave to remain, which the family says was lost in a house move. As she was born when Belize was a British colony, his mother was always a citizen. But Darren was born 6 months after independence, and the family never regularised the boy's status. Don Flynn from the Migrants' Rights Network says although Darren's case is extreme, there are many in similar situations.
We think it's the big drive that's on in the Home Office to push down net migration figures. And basically they're being told to be sceptical about every set of circumstances where somebody is born abroad. In this city, London, 1/3 of the population, 3 million people out of 8.4 million people are born abroad. So there are a lot of people out there who have got the potential to find themselves in this sort of difficulty.
In another twist, Darren doesn't have a Belize passport either, so deportation isn't even his main fear, it's detention.
It's scary when you go to bed and you think every bang you think someone's going to come to your door to take you. It's a nightmare, really.
Although he can't work, Darren's had to shell out thousands in Home Office application fees, but he feels they've pocketed the money and not done anything to help him. It's an allegation that's echoed by immigration lawyers.
We have experienced some situations where a client has come to us and said to us, we'd like to obtain our records from the Home Office. And when we've asked for disclosure from the Home Office have given us documentation which you can tell some documents are missing. And we've liaised with the Home Office and they've been really unhelpful.
In response to our request for a statement, the Home Office reiterated Harrety had no automatic right to citizenship, but that he could apply to regularise his stay in the UK. Meanwhile, Darren lives in limbo, jobless and stateless, waiting for the wheels of government to grind into gear.